Hey y'all, what's up? This is Anya Styles, and I just wanted to add to my little continuation from a video I posted on Instagram, and basically it's going to be titled "A Lot Can Happen in a Year." Very true. So this is 2017, and my life this time, 2016, was totally different, especially around my birthday last year. But with that being said, I just want to talk about the top 3 things that happened to me this year that was drastically different from last year. So, first being, I went out of the country for the very first time. So, this past June, I believe, I went to Israel, and it was amazing. Like, so amazing. It was a 10-day trip, and I was able to go for free, and God good. For free, the only thing I had to pay for was an application fee and my domestic flight. But it was a 10-day trip, and it was amazing. It's through an organization called passagesisrael.org if you want to look it up and find more information about this organization. But it was really nice. It was a faith-based trip, and we did do all the touristy things, going to all the places where Jesus was, learning more about Jewish culture, and also learning more about the Middle East conflict and politics that are going on and how that influences modern day Israel. It was a great trip. I came back knowing so much more, not only about my biblical roots, being a Christian, but also I learned more about just, it's a whole world outside of America. Being immersed in different culture for 10 days was just great. It was awesome. I learned also even more things, but I'll talk about that in another video because I can go on about that. So that was my first thing. I went to Israel. Second thing was work. Like, as some of you may know, I'm a hairstylist, and I love what I do. I take my job seriously, and I've had a passion for it forever. I've been licensed cosmetologist and into my career for the last 9 years, and this year was like blow up city for some reason. Like, I don't know if I was just, opportunity was just, I was in the right place at the right time, but things really changed for me. And just to be open and transparent, probably around like this time last year or a little earlier, back in 2016, I was ready to quit. Like, I was about to throw in the towel. I was about to not even pursue hair anymore. I'll probably do like clients here and there, maybe at my house, something like that, but I was about to lay it all out and just get a 9-to-5. And some people, don't know, but I do have a degree in communication studies, and I applied for a job at CNN, and I had an interview and everything, but I was really about to quit. I was just in a place where I just felt so low and like super frustrated with the process because, one, I'm not from Atlanta, and taking leaps of faith is never easy anyway when you decide to relocate, especially when you are an entrepreneur or you're doing like a service-based type of business, because you have to, of course, build clients and get people interested in network and all that stuff. But I just felt like I wasn't where I wanted to be. And was it March of 2018, next year, I will be here for 3 years. And out of nowhere, like, my career really started taking off to where I know I wanted it to be and seeing the results I wanted to see. So with that, this year, I had already started working on like some, productions and photo shoots and things like that for professional hair brands. But this year, I was able to connect with like 7-figure companies and things like that, and be able to really like come on board, like on the team So that was great. That was one. I started working with the company Curlkalon, and I was really excited about that. I am now officially their Curl Sessions educator, which is really, really great. It's a great company, great people, great morals. Like, they treat you really well, and I really love what they're doing. Second was my clientele. Like, went all the way up, like, through the roof. So I went from basically like, my clientele was like okay last year, but it wasn't great. And I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do? Like, I'm gonna have to get a second job. I'm gonna have to, do something. But I would say about probably around like December, January, I started getting booked. Like, my client retention rate started going up. I started getting new clients, like, from everywhere, from church, from social media, from just referrals. Like, it was just like outpouring of so many clients, and I wasn't doing a good job of keeping record of how many clients I was actually getting, or new clients I was getting. But just like a little survey, or not survey, but paperwork that I have for the client consultation forms that I use when I have a new client. I saw that I had like 60 new clients that I've tracked, but I'm sure it was more, but 60 new clients within like a 3-month period or a 2-month period. And I was like, what? Like, how did this happen? Like, I knew, of course, like, my hours were getting busier. I was beginning to get more tired and stuff like that. But I was like, how? Like, where did this come from? So it was amazing. So now I can actually, make the strides I want to make. Start setting myself up for other things that I feel like God has placed on my heart to do. But that was my second one, was work in my career. It definitely got better this year. Last but not least, I had surgery for the very first time. I never had surgery before in my life, and I decided at the age of 25 to get a breast reduction. And I shared a little bit about my story before with that, and how nobody really talked about the emotional side of it and stuff like that. But now I am about 2 months post surgery, and I feel great. I feel like, hands down, that was like one of the bravest things I think I ever did in my life, was allow myself to get surgery. I feel great now. I don't regret it. It was awesome. I recovered really, really quickly, thank God. But I would say that was definitely like one of the scariest things that I experienced in my life. But I'm happy that I did it, and it was really great. So, with that being said, I did a lot this year, but I know I wouldn't be able to do it without God, obviously. God opened so many doors for me, and gave me so much favor that I really don't think I could, of course, get it by myself. So I just want to say that to inspire you. If you really, really, really are like low in a place, but you know that you have a desire to help people, you have a desire to want to see change, not only your community, but in a certain area or type of people, whatever. Don't give up just because things might be going your way, or you feel like it's not paying off like it should. One thing I definitely learned as well was learning how to take responsibility for my future and for my career, for anything I felt like was less par mediocre. I had to take responsibility. I'm not saying that I was being lazy or I wasn't trying hard enough, but at the same time, I know I could have made wiser decisions and choices that would have had better results. But because I chose different things or thought things could work out differently, I had to own up to it and just suck it up and forgive myself for it and move on. It's a new day, it's a new year, whatever, and we're gonna do things differently. And even I'm not perfect now, I feel like, oh, I have arrived, but I'm definitely better than what I used to be. And I know that's only because of God and Him showing me different things through every trial and every lesson through this year. And I only told y'all about 3, but I can make 2-hour long video, but I know y'all don't have time for that, so whatever. But basically, I decided to say, just don't give up. And I really hope that this video inspires you if you are, really trying to hustle and grind. Like, we can kind of get caught up big time and feeling like we're not at the right place at the right time. And, oh, maybe I should move here, I should move there. And I'm not saying me moving to Atlanta was a bad idea. It was great. Like, I didn't know all these natural hair care lines and people were here until I came. So, but I just wanted to let you know, like, don't give up. Don't stop. Don't quit pursuing what God told you to do. So, I pray you have a great day, and thanks for watching.